So it was predominantly Japanese and white. Prior to 1965, nobody else would even think of moving into Gardena. That all changed till after the Watts riots.
I was not unfamiliar with Watts at all. I knew the Watts Library, the fire station right next to it. My dad taught at Grape Street Elementary School, which is right in the heart of Watts. My mom taught at both 93rd and 99th Street schools. Even though I didn't live right there, they had lived there. And we had moved a little bit further south to Gardena. But even before we moved there, when we were a little closer in, I remember all those places.
6 days of rioting in a Negro section of Los Angeles left behind scenes reminiscent of war-torn cities.
Mama, Daddy, I don't understand. On TV, I saw police beating on a man. Worse than they treat animals in a zoo. Mama and Daddy, what we gonna do? If you're not supposed to treat people that way, what do you think the people will say? Son, tell you the truth, we don't know. Feels like something might blow.
We were just shocked and mortified and even afraid.
Mama and Daddy, are some people better than the law? Cause judging by the beat down I just saw, looks like some people.
I drove around the city car with a big rusty old 45 sitting in the seat.
I covered the West riots. I was right in the middle. Nobody could stand still for any length of time. They had to keep moving. A couple of guys there were standing there and they poke them with a bayonet and they moved. I mean, it was serious. Soldiers are very serious people. They follow orders pretty good.
There was this feeling like, just go inside, sort of lock your doors and that, but you know, even as a child, if the things I see on TV start happening on my block, the doors and the windows are not going to stop it.
I think the closest that it got to here was probably in Imperial and Vermont. They had GIs stationed there, a couple of Jeeps.
A lot of the shops that would be on TV, I'm looking at TV and watching shops burn. I know those shops. So it's like where my dad used to get his hair cut. Hey, that's right over, that's the hamburger stand over there. That's the taco stand.
I actually was working at Century Boulevard across the street from Hollywood Park at a gas station when the riots were occurring. And never did I think that off of Century Boulevard there would be coming these tanks down the middle of the street. And I saw that.
It was close. Close enough to smell the fire, close enough for the ashes to still be dropping. But it was a very frightening experience for me as a child because it was one of the few times that I experienced in America what I think that people experience in many other countries and cultures now and have throughout time, which is anarchy. Anarchy is a very scary place.